Good morning, Andrew. I'm so glad that you gave us this time to come share with our church what's going on in your life. Why don't you begin by just telling us what life used to be like and how it's different now since the accident?
I was playing baseball. I was going to church every Sunday and sometimes Wednesday. Just doing what every 16-year-old kid does. It was April 6th, late that night, and I was just climbing a tree because I was bored and I was waiting on my brother to get back. And for no certain reason, I was up there in the tree and I remember a branch breaking and then not really coming to my senses about a week and a half later. Life is very different now. I need help getting dressed in the morning, my lower extremities, and sometimes I have to have help eating certain types of food, cutting my food, stuff like that. Bathing, I have to be assisted for that. But on the other hand, I am able to, with a special U-cuff that goes around my hand, and you can stick stuff in it like a toothbrush or a fork and stuff like that, or maybe even stick a comb or something in there to do my hair. And with this power chair, I can move around on my own and I don't have to have somebody pushing me, so I can be as independent as my accident. Since my accident, I can be as independent on my own as possible. I'll be going into the 11th grade and everything, and just so scared that people will treat me differently, and just because I'm in a wheelchair, and not knowing, am I gonna have to have somebody help me feed myself during lunchtime and stuff like that.
The question I want to know is, how do you cope, Andrew? How do you keep hope alive?
Well, I keep my spirits up by just doing my best every day. God's not gonna just heal me just like that. I have to do my part. He did allow me to live, and he did create movement in my right leg, and he did make my left toe, big toe move. In a sense, he already has healed me.
Would you also tell our congregation where your strength comes from, and maybe what role your church and your family have played in that?
Well, part of that is just coming from God. God allows some of the strength, allows the strength that I have, and part of it, especially in the beginning, was just knowing that because of my accident, some people have either accepted Christ or had come closer to Him, and just knowing that my accident had impacted some people's lives. My family and my youth group were very very helpful to me, and my mom and dad, especially the first week and a half, they stayed with me in the hospital. They were there by my side through the whole thing, and especially my mom. My mom has been there, and she has been my side pretty much I don't know how many days that she hasn't been there, and there hasn't been a day where I haven't seen my mom. In my family youth group, they've just been so supportive. If I ever need to talk to any of them, and they're there, and they've really helped me just, especially vent and just get some of my problems off my chest, and allowing me to just totally open up to them and sharing my problems with them and sharing the things that are maybe getting me down or are bothering me. I just wanted to say about how inspiring both my physical therapist and my occupational therapist are to me. The biggest thing that I've been stressing is there is no I can't in anybody's vocabulary. There's only a I won't, I refuse to try. If you're already telling yourself that you can't do something, or something's not going to work, or something's not going to happen, then you're right, nothing's going to happen. You just have to try, and you just have to trust God. The big thing that I would like for God to do is more than just physically healing my body, just mentally healing my body, just clearing the things that maybe I was struggling with before, and just maybe being hard-headed and just not really turning to God, and just clearing that out of my life and just allowing God to be the #1 thing in my life. Because, I mean, He is the one that saved me, and He is the one that allowed me to live, and just being comfortable with what God has given me, and not really wanting anything more than what He allows me to have.